Now on CoastTV News.
We had a cold front overnight bring us a dusting of snow. Watch for slick roads early on. Otherwise, it's sunshine and mild today with temperatures near 40 degrees. And then we're looking at Saturday rain showers, Sunday snow, and dangerously cold next week. Much more on that coming up in a few minutes.
And I'll give you a live look at the roads this morning after the dusting we experienced last night.
New Rehoboth Beach budget, we've looked at it and we're going to tell you where we found some biggest expenses the city has for the upcoming fiscal year.
Paying more to park in Bethany Beach. How much more is being proposed and the reason this hike is being considered.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley. It is Friday, January 17th, 2025.
A little extra pep in your step maybe today as we have arrived at the weekend.
Yes, and Bob is telling us it's the best day of the week if you are not a fan of the cold weather. But don't get too excited. It is still cold outside,
Okay.
Just not as cold as we've had. So we're going to bring in Bob now. Good morning, Bob.
It's all relative, isn't it? Good morning, guys. You know, yesterday morning we were single digits and teens. So when we're talking about 40s for highs, it's like, oh, goodness, we can breathe and, not have to bundle up. That's later today. Right now, it's in the 20s and low 30s. A little dusting of snow on the ground from last night's cold front. So watch for slick roads as temperatures are in the 20s and lower 30s across the area. Winds have turned to the northwest behind a cold front. Feels like temperatures not too bad in the 20s and 30s because the winds are light and temperatures are definitely warmer than yesterday at this time. A good 20 degrees warmer. As we're seeing some clouds floating through, that front has moved offshore and now we're seeing these clouds drifting to the south. So we'll get into sunshine as we go in through the day. And the air behind this cold front is of Pacific origin. So it's not Arctic. So we'll actually warm up behind the cold front today, something you don't see every day. Futurecast this morning, watch for the slick roads, temperatures in the 20s, and then it's low 30s mid-morning. I think we'll see just wet roads later morning into early afternoon with upper 30s and then 30s and low 40s. And I think some of those gutters will be busy with the water running into them. But then we're watching for refreeze with clear skies this evening. So really be careful out there on the roads on the way to work or school. I gave it the yellow light for slippery roads this morning. And then we should be good after about 9 or 10 o'clock. And then those wet roads will refreeze again for this evening. So be extra careful out there.
Thank you, Bob. And, we did have that dusting overnight. So let's take a look at some of the road conditions before you head out this morning. Here is Millsboro. This is where 113 meets the John J. Williams Highway. And things look about the same as they did about an hour ago. Maybe a little bit more traffic than what we did see in the 5 o'clock hour. Paige, what are you seeing south of that?
We're going to look at the Route 54, Route 20 intersection right now. Same deal there. You really don't got to worry too much about the roads, but of course there could be the occasional patch of ice. So just be cautious as we are starting this morning. You might need just a little bit of extra caution on those roads.
And when you walk outside this morning, decent chance you might have that dusting on your streets, dusting on your cars.
Yeah, definitely. So to give us a little closer look at the current road conditions on Coastal Highway, Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber is in our First Alert Weather Jeep. Elisa, what's it looking like out there?
Good morning, Matt and Paige. Yes, when I walked outside this morning, I noticed my car had some snow on it, but luckily it didn't stick. And the good thing is out on the roads right now, we are also seeing that snow did not stick from overnight. But right now, we're going north towards the Indian River Inlet Bridge. We're actually going to go over that bridge in a moment, so we'll show you what the conditions are looking like there in case you have to drive over that bridge at all today. The good thing is out on Coastal Highway this morning, which is a great sign to see. Obviously, in some spots on the highway, when the lights are not on, you do want to be extra cautious. It's in case you run into anything that you can't see as easily as you can when those highway lights are on. But right now, we're going over the bridge, and it is smooth ride, which is a great thing to see after that snow we experienced last night and some of that black ice that we are still seeing. Black ice we're more so seeing in parking lots and on sidewalks than we are on the main roads, which is a great sign. The back roads this morning when I was driving to work to Milton, I noticed they were in much better condition than they have been in the past couple of days. And the good thing is Bob mentioned to me that today we're going to be in the 40s possibly, so hopefully things will continue to melt. But next week we are supposed to have really cold temperatures. But as usual, just be cautious when you're driving to work this morning. That's always the best thing to do. Back to you.
Good advice. Thank you, Elisa Weber. Just 3 weeks into calendar year 2025 for the Rehoboth Beach government. We are less than 3 months away from fiscal year 2026. And new this morning, Mayor Stan Mills and the city commissioners will review its budget proposal. We were actually able to get a copy of it here, and we were able to go through it. Here's some of the things that we found. The commissioners are projecting a budget surplus of over $153,000. There will be an increase of over $1.5 million for salaries. There are 2 phases of their wastewater treatment plant rehabilitation project. This comes to a combined figure of over $4.5 million, nearly $2.5 million for that new Beach Patrol headquarters. It is expected that April 1st will be the start of the new fiscal year there in Rehoboth Beach.
We're going to dive a little bit deeper into that Beach Patrol headquarters project. This afternoon, commissioners will be reviewing its status. Construction is on schedule for May 16th. The budget, though, not as much. While we saw the figure of nearly $2.5 million for the project in this year's plan, that project is spanning 2 years, and documents show the current total for the construction overall sits at $5.6 million. That is about $1 million more than they originally projected.
Developing news in Bethany Beach, where it could soon cost us all more to park our cars during the summer season. Town's Finance Committee says raising parking prices from $3 to $3.50 an hour, that would bring in an additional $649,000. Money the committee says the town needs to even out their summer expenses. People in the town say a cheap beach trip is just a thing of the past.
It's a lot of money to park. If you buy a house outside of Bethany, you have to realize that it's going to cost a lot of money to come and sit on the beach.
CoastTV spoke with a member of the Finance Committee. We were told the idea of raising the parking still has to go through several finance meetings, then to the town council before any fee changes are made.
And just so you know, also at that Finance Committee meeting, water fees were discussed as well. The committee says water use rate by gallon has not changed in 10 years. As the gallon rate goes up, however, fees will then follow.
This does bring us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know what you think is the best way to improve revenue at Beach Town. So let's take a look at the updated results. Looks like something went up there, Paige.
And it wasn't even me, but I would have voted for that too. Cut town expenses. 80% of you agree. 18% of you say raise the parking fees. I feel like maybe some town commissioners voted for that one because I don't know anyone that would have voted for that. Raise water fees and attract more visitors, sitting both at 1%. If you haven't voted, go to coasttv.com or you can always vote on our app. All right, as we move on this morning, Delaware Governor Bethany Hall-Long signed an executive order creating Delaware's first LGBTQ+ commission. The goal is to tackle some important issues like health equity, hate crimes, and ensuring non-discrimination protections. Governor-elect Matt Meyer is then expected to appoint most of those commissioners after he is sworn in on January 21st.
Dealing with what happens to children when someone has their parental rights taken away, that is being addressed in a bill now in the Delaware General Assembly. Under this bill, it guarantees a right to legal counsel for family members. This can include grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, and step-relatives. Lawmakers say this support would help family members work through the adoption process.
Let's go now. Take a live look at our nation's capital. Celebrations will begin over the weekend for President-elect Trump's inauguration.
Yeah, while the partying is just starting, federal and local law enforcement there, they've been working on security for months.
Yeah, NBC's Chris Pallone shows us how agencies plan to keep everyone there safe.
In Washington, as fences and barricades go up, the final push is on.
The men and women of the Metropolitan Police Department, D.C. government, and our partners are fully prepared for the 60th presidential inauguration.
Planning for the inauguration has been underway for months. Those tasked with keeping it safe say it will be because it has to be. They're constantly monitoring for threats, and so far, good news.
We are not currently tracking any specific or credible threats to the inaugural ceremony or to the Capitol complex.
The event bringing together all the living presidents, foreign dignitaries, celebrities, and hundreds of thousands of spectators from around the world. They'll be under the watchful eye of tens of thousands of federal, state, and local law enforcement agents and military on the ground and in the air.
The biggest threat, I think, for all of us remains the lone actor.
The funeral for former President Jimmy Carter last week, an early test.
We had 2 lone actors show up at the Capitol, one trying to bring in knives and a machete, another one who was trying to, what I believe, to disrupt the proceedings by setting their car on fire down in the Peace Circle area.
Those threats were thwarted. But for everyone involved, this summer's assassination attempt on President-elect Trump remains top of mind.
As a Secret Service agent, we're the guardians of our democracy. And I think everybody July 13th kind of gave us a wake-up call on that, and that could absolutely, never happen again.
The ultimate test of security that the entire world will be watching. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Washington.
And on Monday, January 20th, tune into NBC's coverage of the presidential inauguration right here on Coast TV. That coverage begins at 10 a.m.
Looking forward to that. Right now, though, we're just getting started this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, Freeman Arts Edition will show you the upgrades being made to the popular concert venue in southern Delaware.
Also, we have an update on the ongoing Millsboro Bypass project, what it looks like now, and how one person says the project will help traffic.
And Spirit Airlines plans to axe jobs, the financial situation that is leading to this move. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
DSN Plus is more energy, extra live games and on-demand replays anytime, anywhere. DSN Plus is more hype. From playoff matchups in unified football to marching band showcases, we highlight what makes Delmarva unique. DSN Plus is more hometown pride. We go wherever our teams go with up to 5 live games every weeknight. DSN is still free on air and cable, but get even more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
Design a custom home that fits your unique style and budget with Accessible Home Builders. At Accessible, we provide you with a variety of customizable options to create the home of your dreams.
Accessible Builders provided us with a beautiful home.
Scott is full of ideas from his past experiences, and he really worked with us on all our custom asks and wants.
We would definitely recommend Accessible Builders.
Completely customize your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
There's only one place to go for your next vehicle. I.G. Burton Chevrolet of Milford. Trusted since 1908 for our expert team, massive selection, and our unbeatable prices. Together, let's drive new 2024 Silverados up to $12,000 off MSRP. Or make no payments for 90 days on select new 2024 EV models. Visit us today. And remember,
nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Nobody beats an I.G. Burton deal.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
6:13 on our Friday morning. Still not seeing the boardwalk in Rehoboth. It's under the snow. My goodness, it's been a while, hasn't it? 31 there. Watch for some slick roads from last night's snow flurries as we are looking at temperatures just below the freezing mark across much of the area. 33 in Ocean City, just a little bit above there. A little breezy out in the northwest behind a cold front. Feels like temperatures not as brutal as yesterday, feeling like 20s and 30s. Do have some clouds coming through, but we will see sunshine today. And with that sun, I think we'll be warming up into the 30s and low 40s. What size coffee? I'm always going extra large because I like coffee. And a little bit of cream too. Not as cold. We're going to melt some snow this afternoon with sunshine and 41 degrees.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. 119th Congress just getting going, but already one of its newest members, Delaware Representative Sarah McBride, making a name for herself. Representative McBride has been named a deputy whip for policy. She'll be advising House Democratic leadership on policy priorities, saying she's thrilled, adding, quote, just as I was in the state Senate, I remain focused on lowering the cost of housing, health care, child care, and helping families make it through the inevitable challenges of life, end quote.
Queen Anne's County Sheriff is warning about what they are calling a sextortion scam. Here's what they're talking about. Threatening emails are being sent. They falsely claim to have explicit footage of a person on the receiving end. Then they demand Bitcoin payments and threaten to share the footage if the email is ignored. Now, if you receive one of these, the sheriff says do not respond, do not pay. Officials say block the sender and then file a complaint with the Internet Crime Complaint Center.
A new report says insurance costs are rising rapidly for many homeowners. Data released by the Treasury Department shows homeowners' insurance costs increased 9% faster than overall inflation from 2018 to 2022. Spike has also been attributed to things like extreme weather events like hurricanes and fires.
Spirit Airlines says it will cut 200 non-union jobs in an attempt to cut costs. This comes after the carrier filed for bankruptcy in November. Spirit has struggled with debt, competition from other low-cost carriers, and also failed attempts to merge with other airlines.
Still ahead this morning, crews making progress on the Millsboro bypass. We're going to tell you when the roadway is expected to be open to the public.
And speaking of roads, be careful out there this morning. We had that little dusting of snow overnight. Could be a little slippery, but a milder day on the way and seeing some stars now in Cambridge as we'll see sunshine today, milder temperatures, showers Saturday, accumulating snow Sunday, dangerously cold next week. I'll track it all on Futurecast coming up in 2 minutes.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We're Delmarva proud.
When choosing a granite countertop, choose one for real life and beauty. No matter what life throws at them, they'll look beautiful forever. Ancient Art Stone invites you to discover the affordability of granite and upgrade your home to the beautiful works of art from Ancient Art Stone. Centrally located in Milford, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva to make your dreams a reality. Visit us and allow our devoted professionals to craft, fabricate, and install a superior finished product that will transform your home into a work of art.
Turn your home into a masterpiece with Artwork Painting. Local professional painters at an affordable price.
Artwork Painting did an excellent job with our house. We were really happy with all of the pieces of work they did, the drywall work, the walls, the trim. I would definitely recommend Artwork Painting for your house.
Artwork Painting treats our customers and their homes with care, delivering quality work and experiences. Call Artwork Painting now for a free same-day estimate. Artwork Painting, keeping Southern Delaware beautiful inside and out.
Delmarva Art Expo is a juried vendor show for all mediums, January 17th through the 19th at the Ocean City Convention Center. You'll find unique jewelry, fine art, and home decor from talented artisans. Visit our website for more information.
Find your next job at the Delmarva Job Fair, sponsored by the Stokely Center and the Maryland Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services. Join us Saturday, February 1st from 10 to 2 at Delaware Tech in Georgetown. Employers in healthcare, construction, retail, and more. Plus, the Delaware Department of Labor will also be on site for resume tips and advice to help you stand out. Take the next step in your career at this one-day hiring event. Learn more at WBOCevents.com.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coast-wide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health. Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
Time is 6:18. We're getting a live look at some cold water there in Cambridge near the banks of the Choptank River. Inauguration Day is Monday. Usually a good number of people actually from our area, since it's so close, Bob, do make that trip to take in a part of history.
Yeah, and it will be historical. It'll be cold and dry on Monday. And here's a little history of inaugurations past. Now, we're looking at the coldest one. We were just talking about this, Ronald Reagan, back in 1985, 7 degrees there. Ulysses S. Grant, we don't remember that one, but I guess that one was in March, Matt said, was 16 in 1873. Ronald Reagan also on the warmest list back in 1981 at 55 degrees for Woodrow Wilson back in 1913 on Inauguration Day. And the snowiest was for William H. Taft, almost 10 inches in 1909. And I do remember seeing video of JFK as there was snow on the ground and he was breathing steam. So we've had cold ones and warm ones. And Trump on Monday might be blowing some steam too because it will be cold. We're looking at temperatures 31 in Delmar right now, 29 in Redden, 27 in Milton, 32 in Ocean City, 30 in Seaford. It's cold, not as brutally cold as yesterday. We were in the single digits and teens. Winds have turned around to the northwest behind a cold front, and along the coast, that's where it's a little gustier, but these feels like temperatures are not single digits. They are 20s and 30s, so much better than yesterday morning. As we're seeing some clouds coming through, we had that little shot of snow showers last night with the cold front. That is well offshore. It's a little batch of clouds, and once these move through, then we should be getting into sunshine as the air behind this cold front is of Pacific origin. So it's not Arctic and will actually be warmer today thanks to sunshine. There's a little bit of snow shower activity up into Pennsylvania and the lake effect areas, but then it's high pressure farther back to the west. So we're in good shape the rest of today and early tomorrow. But then we have a disturbance developing in Texas, and then that will be heading our way as we go into your Saturday, looking at increasing showers then. But this morning, watch for the slick roads. Temperatures near freezing mid-morning. By noon, we're into the upper 30s, and then 30s and low 40s by 2 o'clock. We're melting a lot of snow with full sunshine. And then we go into this evening, watch for refreeze like we've seen pretty much every day since the big snowstorm. And then overnight, not as cold as the winds turn around to the south. The temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Southerly winds tomorrow really warm us into the 30s and 40s, but we increase the clouds and we see some showers building in through the afternoon hours. Nothing especially heavy, but we'll be looking at temperatures into the mid-40s. Then it clears out into the evening. Then the main event on Sunday with an Arctic front, low pressure developing offshore. I think we could see rain at the onset of this system, changing to snow as the Arctic air moves in, and maybe a heavier band of snow from Salisbury to Ocean View. That could fluctuate from north to south, really depending on the track of the low. And then that snow ends later Sunday evening, followed by that bitterly cold air. And we could see 1.5 inches to maybe 2 inches of snow. This could move south. This could move a little bit north too. Really depends on how the rain works in with this system as well. It's dangerously cold next week with highs in the teens and single-digit lows. Sub-zero wind chills as cold as 10 below. Brutally cold for 3 days. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 41 today with the sunshine. And then rain showers Saturday, 47. And then it is a yellow alert for accumulating snow, 1 inch or 2 or so Sunday evening as that rain changes to snow. And then much colder for Inauguration Day and MLK Day Monday, 26. And then 8 above Tuesday morning. Not getting out of the lower 20s for highs Tuesday and Wednesday. Single digits Wednesday and Thursday morning. But that bitter cold air is around for 3 days, and then it's a little better by Thursday, partly cloudy and 32 degrees.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Thanks for that. We have an update on the Millsboro Bypass project now. That project expected to be 2 miles long with 4 bridges, including one that goes over Millsboro Pond. The goal is to improve traffic flow in the downtown area. Hopefully that'll get you home quicker if you live there. People living in Millsboro thinks a statewide bypass project would actually be a better option.
When people are coming from different states, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and all that, coming down here, that's bringing more traffic. And then you got to remember the summer beach traffic is always here. So if you don't accommodate it for the whole year, it's never going to catch up.
And the bypass is expected to be open in September.
Coming up next on Coast TV News Today, Freeman Arts Edition, we're going to tell you how directors say the permanent stage will give attendees a better view.
Dogs, dancing, and some hands-on history. There's some pretty cool things to do this weekend, so stay tuned to hear about them.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Coaches make a difference for their athletes and communities, and we want to honor them.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and donate $500 to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an additional donation to their program.
The coach can be from any sport at any level up to and including high school.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
Delmarva Sports Network's Coach Who Makes a Difference. Sponsored by Preston Automotive Group.
On August 1st of 1924, my great-grandfather, Samuel E. Shockley, met in Willards with a small group of men to determine the advisability of opening a bank in Willards, Maryland.
Put yourself in their shoes. A train comes through town, there's horses and buggies, and the only way that they could allocate capital through this area of Wicomico County was to build a bank. It's an audacious goal.
They wanted to build a bank that could be used by the common man. So they met in the summer of 1924, and then by January they were ready to open the doors of the bank.
It's really rewarding to hear the stories of a customer who comes in and says, you know, your grandfather gave me my first loan.
Banking will always be about people. It will not be about machines, computers, cell phones. So as we move forward into the future of the Farmers Bank of Willards, we always have to remember that people come first.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would
So they're
say-
made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would
And
go-
they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
And
so.
they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out?
And
And the
so-
custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Work is underway on a brand new stage at the Freeman Arts Pavilion in Selbyville. The 42-foot-tall, 100-foot-long permanent stage will now be located on the south side of the venue lawn. They'll also have a backstage room for the performing artists. And Freeman says that changing the layout of the land by adding a hill will give everyone a better view.
The Freeman Arts Pavilion is a place where everyone is welcome, and we invite you to be part of this journey.
You can expect the updates to be complete before the 2026 performing session.
Yeah, looking forward to that. It sounds exciting. We are joined again by First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Bob, we're just not as cold today along the coast.
No, I mean, this is probably the best day of the week, sky-wise, sunshine, and temperatures in the low 40s, and no exception at the beaches, Chincoteague and Assateague. Watch for some slick spots this morning, and then sunshine, a little breezy today. Temperatures up near 40 degrees, waves around 2 to 3 feet. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, similar conditions, upper 30s to lower 40s as we go into the afternoon hours. On the bay side, the next 3 days, big changes. Sunshine in Cambridge today. Warmer Saturday with showers, and then rain changing to snow. Accumulating snow for you on Sunday. Crisfield, well, we're looking at a warm up into the weekend. Cloudy Saturday with showers. Maybe a better chance of more rain than snow on Sunday. I think it'll be a kind of a mix, and then eventually changing to snow. Then bitterly cold conditions after that heading into next week. Much more in your forecast coming up in the next half hour.
All right, Bob, thank you. Now, of course, just because it's cold and it's the off season doesn't mean the fun stops along the coast.
Here is Coast TV News anchor Christina DeRobertis with your cool things to do.
It is another winter weekend here on the coast, but there's still lots to do. You can attend some indoor events or brave the cold and explore some nature. Tonight in Dewey Beach, Shakedown City hits the stage at the Rusty Rudder, bringing some Grateful Dead classics to life. You can dance the night away. On Saturday, step back in time at Delaware Seashore State Park. Explore the Surfmen's historic station in Rehoboth Beach and learn how the surfmen fixed their clothing back in the 19th century. Bring your ripped clothes and try to fix them like the surfmen once did. On Sunday, Dewey Beer Co. teams up with Grassroots Rescue for an adoption event. Grab a drink, support a good cause, or maybe find a new furry friend. Later on Sunday, join a guided nature walk with Friends of Prime Hook at 3:30. Meet at the Prime Hook Refuge Visitor Center for a peaceful adventure on the trails. And for all the Eagles fans, catch the Eagles vs. Rams game at the Lighthouse in Dewey Beach. Happy hour runs all day. And for some more information, check out the Cool Things to Do article on coasttvnews.com.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Are you looking to transform your mobile home? Choosing a company that doesn't know the difference between a manufactured and a stick-built home can lead to major repairs in the future. At Delaware Mobile Home Repair, we work exclusively with manufactured homes. So whether you need your bathroom remodeled, new roofing, siding, or any other restoration or renovation on your mobile home, the team at Delaware Mobile Home Repair will get the job done right. Visit our website today and start your free estimate with Delaware Mobile Home Repair.
Camp Rehoboth Chorus celebrates their 15th season performing on Broadway on Valentine's Day weekend. Featuring the best of Broadway show tunes and musicals, this concert features hits from Mamma Mia, Hair, Jersey Boys, and Hello Dolly. Performances are February 14th and 15th at 7 p.m. and Sunday matinee on February 16th at 3 p.m. at Epworth United Methodist Church in Rehoboth Beach. Tickets are $30 and $15 for students. Available at camprehoboth.org. Sponsored by CoastTV.
Do you feel like good customer service is a thing of the past? Achieving a top-notch lawn and healthy plants can be stress-free when it's with a company you can trust. I'm Richie with AC Plant and Turf, where we make it easy. When you call us, you'll speak directly to someone who cares about your needs. Timely service is our priority. Our experienced team is committed to resolving your questions or concerns quickly. Experience the simplicity and convenience of our service. Don't wait. Take the first step towards a beautiful lawn and landscape and call AC Plant and Turf today.
When Pfeiffer's needed a custom solution for their serving windows, they turned to Clark & Sons. When the American Legion in Lewis faced a similar challenge, they also called Clark & Sons. From the smallest custom garage door you've ever seen to the bold, bright red doors of the new Ocean City Fire Department, Clark & Sons has the garage door for every need. For over 60 years, we've been the trusted choice across Delmarva, known for delivering top-notch craftsmanship and unmatched service. Call today for your free estimate. Clark & Sons, where quality meets trust.
Now on Coast TV News.
A cold front overnight gave Delmarva a dusting of snow, clearing out. Temperatures not too bad today. It gets mild this weekend. Rain showers Saturday, some snow on Sunday, then dangerously cold next week. Details coming up.
I'll give you a live look at the roads this morning after the dusting we experienced last night in case you are preparing for your Friday commute.
A pickup river plunge, a scary scene near Washington, D.C., what first responders dealt with on a cold night on the Potomac River.
New business near the Broadkill River. We look at the next chain restaurant that could be built in Milton.
This is Coast TV News Today.
January 17th, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 6:31. Another weekend where all three teams of Delmarva interest in playoff action. It starts with your beloved Burgundy and Gold taking on the Lions tomorrow night.
Yes, and I have decided if Jaden Daniels watches Coast TV News today.
I got breaking news for you, folks. She told me this one.
Give me a little bit of time, but if you win on Saturday, I will convince my husband to name our first child, whenever that happens, Jaden Daniels. I think he would agree with it. Yeah?
Can you record that conversation for me and then play it for me?
Hey, honey, you know.
I want to see how that goes down.
A junior for Jaden and not for you. That would be very awkward. But I'll do it. I'm that committed to the game. So my dad's probably watching like, Paige, be quiet. Don't keep talking.
One of these.
You're embarrassing yourself. So we're going to bring in Bob right now, but let's go Commanders. Anyways, Bob, what's the weather looking like today?
Well, I hope everybody's teams win this upcoming weekend. The weather is looking football-like as we're looking at some snow on the roads this morning from a dusting last night. It's cold, but not bitterly cold like yesterday morning. Starting out in the 20s and low 30s, 30 in Delmar, 30 Bethany Beach, 29 in Redden. And the winds have shifted to the north and west behind a cold front. But the air behind this front is not especially cold, which feels like temperatures in the 20s and 30s. We're starting to clear out now as a little batch of clouds moved on through. We had that little dusting last night, so watch for slippery roads early on, and then the sunshine as we go through the day will melt it off as temperatures will warm up nicely. Here's Futurecast this morning into the upper 20s, lower 30s by 9. So we're melting that snow. I think the roads will just be wet late morning into the afternoon. By noon into the upper 30s, and most of us in the 30s and low 40s as we'll see a nice melt off of the snow. But you know, as temperatures get closer to freezing this evening, we will see that refreeze. Riding the ferry today, bundle up. Temperatures warming through the 30s. At least the winds aren't that strong with sunshine. 30s and then probably lower 40s as we go into the afternoon.
Bob, thank you. Now, we talked about that new snow on our roads, just a dusting, but we still wanted to check out conditions on some of the main roads in our area. So right now you're looking above a coastal highway in Ocean City. Not too many cars on the road there. Not a lot of snow either. Looks pretty good. And Matt, you're looking at Dagsboro.
Yeah, Paige, I have Dagsboro. Here's what we're seeing at the intersection of Main Street and Route 26. We have no snow on the roads there. We have the lights glaring down. Now, earlier it looked like maybe it could have been some patches of ice. I think it's just more of the glare of those street lights. But either way, just be aware of what you're dealing with when driving this morning.
Alrighty, now, as Bob mentioned just last night, we did have that dusting of snow. It was visible on cars this morning.
The cars, sidewalks, and to give us a look at the conditions out on Coastal Highway with the dusting that we may have gotten, Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber is live in our first alert weather Jeep. And Elisa, things are looking pretty good so far.
Good morning, Matt and Paige. Just this morning after that dusting last night, we are not seeing anything stick on the roads. Right now, we're going to show you what we're looking at. We are on Coastal Highway and headed towards Lewis. And right now, all of Coastal Highway this morning up until the Indian River Inlet Bridge, where we were earlier, is completely clear, which is a great sign if you do have to drive on the highway this morning. Now, when it comes to ice, we're noticing there is some ice in parking lots and on sidewalks. That black ice you need to watch out for. But the good news is that Bob said today it's going to get closer to 40 degrees, so hopefully everything will definitely start to melt. It is warmer this morning than it was yesterday morning, which is a great sign to see with all that melting and everything. But just warm up your car this morning. Make sure you dust it off as well so you have good visibility, and always be careful. Back to you.
All right, Elisa, thank you so much. Now we are going to look now at the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk. A live look right there. Sun's on its way up, and we did look at the boardwalk earlier. Was still a lot of snow, just like there are on the dunes right there. Now in that area, Beach Patrol headquarters, one of the number of items that's under review there in Rehoboth Beach today. Happening today, Rehoboth Beach Mayor Stan Mills and the city commissioners will be going over their 2026 budget proposal. The commissioners are projecting a budget surplus of over $153,000. There are two phases of the wastewater treatment plant rehabilitation project listed in the budget for a combined figure of over $4.5 million. It is expected April 1st will be the start of the new fiscal year there in Rehoboth Beach.
Let's go to Milton now. Fast food there, a new business that would go right next to the soon-to-be-built Dunkin' Donuts, and this one specializes in ice cream, Paige.
Yes, it does. As CoastTV reporter Brendan Conroy shows us, for people who live in Milton, they may be able to grab a signature Blizzard or any meal just down the road.
Milton looking to add yet another business to town right on Broadkill Road, and reactions, of course, vary.
I think Dairy Queen would offer a wider variety of options for people than a Dunkin'.
Make it look like it's hometown. We don't need the golden arches. We don't need, the big ice cream cone in the front of Dairy Queen.
This spot you see on your screen is already set to host a Dunkin' Donuts soon, and plans for a new Dairy Queen have also been introduced to the Milton Planning and Zoning Commission, and those will be discussed at a meeting next week. Deb Carr-Francis lives in Milton and says this is just another way to ruin the town's history.
Make it what it is, appropriate to the atmosphere and the culture and the aesthetic to the community.
Rick Schuster lives just one town over in the heart of Lewis and told CoastTV more options are usually better.
Honestly, I think franchises offer a lot to people.
And says people are too worried about the classic look of Milton.
Some people get hung up on signage and stuff, and sure, there's a historic town, but ultimately I think choice is the most important thing.
Just for reference on how many businesses have been added to Milton, right here on Broadkill Road behind me, we have the self-storage facility that's being built, and back in that corner, next to the strip mall and Food Lion, a controversial McDonald's was just recently added. If you follow me over here this way, you'll see a giant field. That's where the Dunkin' Donuts is going to go, and pretty soon we might see a new Dairy Queen in this spot right here. Regardless of your own opinion on this project, Milton is growing, and it seems that business owners are looking to cash in. Whether the project is approved or not remains to be seen. The next meeting for planning and zoning is at 6:30 on January 21st. In Milton, Brendan Conroy, CoastTV News.
Moving on, Delaware Governor Bethany Hall Long signed an executive order creating Delaware's first LGBTQ commission. What this does, this deals with what she calls health equity, hate crimes, and ensuring non-discrimination protections. Governor-elect Matt Meyer is expected to appoint most of the commissioners after he is sworn in on January 21st.
Dealing with what happens with children when someone has their parental rights taken away is being addressed in a bill in the Delaware General Assembly. What this means is the legislation guarantees a right to legal counsel for family members, including grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, and step-relatives. Lawmakers say the support would help family members work through the adoption process.
New this morning, the U.S. Supreme Court could issue an opinion on the TikTok ban that is set for Sunday. The White House says President Joe Biden will leave implementation up to the Trump administration. Inauguration day is Monday, so that could postpone the enforcement by one day.
Also new this morning, a pickup truck plunged into the Potomac River after a collision with another vehicle on the Arlington Memorial Bridge. Authorities say that one person had to be pulled from that submerged truck. They received advanced life support on the shore. The two people in the other car that were involved in the collision, they were transported to the hospital with what they consider minor injuries.
Got a lot more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Still ahead, a proposal to protect whales on the eastern shore has been withdrawn. How the Mayor Institute says this proposal would have helped save animal lives.
Also, second half slump, how a close game for Sussex Tech's boys basketball team got away from the Ravens against Smyrna.
And Brandywine Valentine's, we're going to tell you how the organization is giving parents a night out on the holiday weekend. Stay with us on Coast TV News Today.
Start the new year off generously by giving to those in need on Delmarva. Coast Country Cares is hosting a Code Purple Drive on Saturday, January 18th at Boulevard Ford in Lewis. Stop by from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. to donate non-perishable food items, warm clothing, cleaning supplies, and more for shelters and those who need it most this winter. For a complete list of items for January 18th, go to coastcountry.com. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. Even if the paper is held up to the light, even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-0512. That's 1-800-803-0512. Or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-0512 now.
Uncomfortable at home? Cold floors and drafts starting to feel unbearable? DryTech specializes in transforming crawl spaces into clean, dry, and energy-efficient environments by sealing out moisture and enhancing air quality. They create a home that's healthier, more comfortable, and efficient year-round.
Say goodbye to freezing pipes, wasted energy, and discomfort. Our expert solutions provide peace of mind and long-lasting comfort for every season.
And we're here for your next crawl space project. Have you DryTech yet?
Coming up on 642 on this Friday morning, sun's coming up on the Laurel Cam 29. We're clearing out after morning clouds. Do watch for some slick roads. We had that little dusting of snow last night, and it's cold, but not brutally cold like yesterday morning. 32 Ocean City, 29 in Rehoboth, 29 in Delmar, and the winds are light from the northwest along the coast, so it feels like temperatures pretty similar to what we have with actual temperatures. And with skies clearing out, the air mass behind this front not particularly cold. It looks like we should warm it up pretty nicely today. So for the kiddos at the bus stop, watch out for some ice underfoot. Shuffle like a penguin. 28 off to school and then heading home, 40 degrees with melting snow. And Teresa from Milton is our umbrella winner today. Congratulations to her from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Any parents who want a Valentine's night out, the Brandywine Valley SPCA wants to help you on February 15th from 4 to 8. It's called Parents Night Out. Kids can hang out with adoptable pets, make Valentines, learn animal facts, have a pizza party, and end it with a movie night. This is available at the Georgetown, Newcastle, and Westchester campuses.
Could be a pizza party on Sunday because Coast TV is your home for Eagles NFL divisional playoff action. On Sunday, the Birds are home at the field in South Philly, taking on those Los Angeles Rams. Paige, it says here in the teleprompter that man pictured on your screen, Saquon Barkley, he played his college ball at Penn State.
No, didn't care.
Coverage here on Coast TV begins at 2. I care.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
A big night of boys basketball in Delaware last night. Smyrna and Sussex Tech both in need of a big win. And the Eagles trying to protect the nest in the process. Early on, Logan Shaw, hiding in the depths of the corner, knocks down the three to get the scoring started for the Eagles, and the threes continued to rain down for Smyrna. Off a deflection, Maurice Kilgo spots up and hits a three with a hand in his face to put Smyrna back ahead. On the other end, Sussex Tech gets going. Jason Warrington launches in the long two-pointer to tie the game up at 8 apiece. But the Eagles went right back to their nest in the corner. Kilgo with a kill shot to keep the Smyrna heater going. On the other end, Aiden Ferran trying to make things happen with the hezzy, puts his head down and deposits two. A strong take from the junior. And with the half winding down, Aaron Johnson for Smyrna tries his luck from the corner, and of course, he's successful. Smyrna led by 10 at the half. They'd go on to win this one by a final of 60-43. The win snaps a 2-game losing streak for Smyrna as well. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
Coming up tonight on DSN 7, we've got live Delaware high school wrestling. Sussex Central takes to the mat against Lake Forest. And then for a recap of all of tonight's action, tune into the final score. DSN Plus app, we've got that Sussex Central match. Here are your DSN Plus exclusives. At 4, you can see Seaford taking on North Dorchester in high school wrestling. At 6, we have live Bayside Conference girls basketball when Decatur goes up against Parkside. At 7:15 in Newcastle County, it's Ursuline against Emotep. That's in girls basketball.
A beautiful sunrise in progress right now in Rehoboth. Look at that shot. Clouds are moving away, clear skies. Watch for slick roads this morning. Sunshine and milder temperatures today, and then showers on Saturday. Accumulating snow Sunday, we think, with a yellow alert, then dangerously cold next week. I'll track it all on Futurecast coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. It's time to huddle up and talk football.
We're talking touchdowns, tackles, and everything in between. From game-changing plays to the latest news around the league.
We'll take a deep dive into all of the plays that made a difference.
We'll see you in the end zone.
Catch the End Zone, Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. Sponsored by Tyndall's Casual Furniture and North Star Heating and Air Conditioning.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. Watch, 1 add the white cup for rice, 2 add the blue cup for water, 3 click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it.
The secret is perfect cook technology for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops and keeps it warm to serve.
It won't burn, overcook or undercook, guaranteed.
Get the complete Rice Robot cooking system, all for just $39.99. Ordered now.
Beachy Furniture.
I think it's pronounced Beach.
Maybe it's Besh.
Welcome to Beshi Furniture.
So that's how you say it.
No matter how you say it, if you're in the market for new furniture, just remember, it better be Beshi. From bedding, dining, and comfortable seating indoors and out, to traditional and contemporary styles for every room in your home, you'll have everyone talking when you hear the name.
It's not pronounced Bichet.
Beshi Furniture, located next to the Mermaid a few miles from the Delaware beaches on US Route 9.
The Today Show, weekdays at 7 on CoastTV.
Stay ahead of our ever-changing coastal climate with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Team. From the early morning to the late evening, our team is always at work to deliver the accurate forecasts you need. Whether bracing for a stormy day or enjoying a peaceful indoor moment, we're here to ensure you're fully prepared for Delmarva's diverse weather patterns. The CoastTV First Alert Weather Team. With us, the weather is more than a forecast. It's a part of life.
It is 6:47 on your Friday. We're going to take a live look right now at Rehoboth Beach. Looking beautiful there, Bob. Maybe some of that snow on the beach is going to melt today. Could be one of your last days to go check it out.
I think so. We're going to see full sunshine. That is a beautiful shot there, Paige. We will see lots of sunshine. This is our pick day of the week, as we'll see temperatures into the low 40s as we go into the afternoon hours. That's what's to expect. We're looking at a topsy-turvy weekend, mild to start. I think we'll see some showers tomorrow, then an Arctic front and a coastal storm along that front will give us rain and then snow on Sunday, and then the coldest air mass of the season. Dangerous cold, sub-zero wind chills next week, highs in the teens both Tuesday and Wednesday and lower 20s. So it's going to be unbelievably cold, but it's a short-lived cold snap, about 3 days, and then it warms up at the end of next week. But right now it's cold, not unbearably cold. 28 Rehoboth, 30 Bethany Beach, 29 Delmar, 25 in Redden. As we have calm winds inland areas, a little bit of a breeze at the coast, and feels like temperatures not unbearable, 20s and 30s. They were a lot worse yesterday morning, and they'll get a lot worse in the future. We had a few clouds rolling through earlier. Of course, we had some of those snow showers last night, but now we're seeing clearing skies, cold front well offshore. And the air behind that cold front is of Pacific origin, not Arctic. So with sunshine today and a westerly wind, we are going to warm things up. A few snow showers off to our north, high pressure across the plains. There is a developing system across Texas, and the clouds and showers from that will be heading our way into the weekend. But today, we're going to melt some snow. We'll watch for slick roads early on. Here's mid-morning on Futurecast, right around freezing, and then above freezing late morning into the afternoon. So I'm thinking 30s and low 40s as we go into the afternoon with sunshine, but watch for refreeze this evening. 5:30 temperatures already at or below freezing, but not really dipping all that much tonight because the winds pick up out of the south. And by tomorrow morning, it's mid-30s, southerly breeze, clouds increasing, and warm enough for just rain showers scattered in the afternoon with temperatures into the low to mid-40s. Then it clears out for a time Saturday evening, and then we see an area of low pressure developing along a front on Sunday. It could start as rain for a lot of Sussex County, especially along the coast Sunday afternoon. Then the Arctic air works in, and then snow, maybe heavy at times, into Sunday evening, and then it's that dangerously cold air following the system. I think we could see an inch or two of snow. It really depends how long the rain starts and how long it continues at the onset of the system, but about an inch or two of snow, and then dangerously cold Tuesday through Thursday. Highs in the teens, lows in the single digits, and we're looking at sub-zero wind chill values down to at least 10 below zero. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. 41 with sunshine today, then 47 Saturday with hit and miss showers, and then with that Arctic front Sunday, we're going to see rain and then snow, and I'm thinking probably about an inch or two of snow. 38 degrees. And then inauguration and MLK Day on Monday, colder, 26, and then only 8 Tuesday morning, and barely getting out of the teens Tuesday and Wednesday with lows in the single digits and with the wind feeling like below zero. But then we start to pull out of this Arctic chill by Thursday, 32, and even warmer after that.
Thank you, Bob. A proposal to protect endangered whales on the coast, that has been withdrawn. Environmentalists wanted to change the speed boaters travel off the coast. The goal was to restrict vessels 35 feet or longer to sail at 10 knots in slow zones. Suzanne Thurman with the Mare Institute says this would have helped save whales' lives, especially right whales.
And more often than not, the cause of that is due to some type of human impact, predominantly ship strike and entanglements.
But this proposal was withdrawn by the federal government. They say they do not have enough time to proceed with implementing the new regulations, in part due to the new administration coming in. Also, the volume of public comments about it that they have received.
It's now 6:51 this morning. It's time to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day.
And in this hour, our Coastal Pet of the Day, this is for country music fans out there. This Coastal Pet of the Day comes to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. His name is Country. Country, we're being told, is a goofball of a dog. He has such an expressive face, loves attention. If you want to adopt Country and jam out to your favorite songs, just visit the Brandywine Valley SPCA.
Sounds like fun, and we want to see all your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos of your pets and tell us all about them.
You can do that by scanning the QR code. That way you can get your friends to us here and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
The Tunneling Razor Cam is a cold one, 29 in Lewis right now, looking like winter big time, but it is a sunny day today for your Friday with milder temperatures, and then showers Saturday, accumulating snow Sunday with a yellow alert, then dangerously cold as we head into next week. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
Come home to Crawl Street Tavern, where everyone's a local. Home to the Crawl Daddy Light Craft Beer. Start your day off right with breakfast classics. Indulge in your favorite pub grub, amazing wings, and killer crab cakes. Live music every weekend. Located on Waikamago Street, just steps away from the Ocean City Boardwalk.
Coverage on the road, along the coast, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town, the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit getmonkeymagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
It had been an ongoing issue with the ductboard that's underneath the home, a rancid odor, and I said, I'm calling Above and Beyond, and Braden successfully eliminated all this odor. I have no more allergies, no more runny eyes. It's all gone thanks to this air scrubber. This is why I called Above and Beyond. One of the reasons that I went with Above and Beyond services is because I believe in this product, definitely. It's a lifesaver. I can breathe. I'm so much healthier.
Somebody's having a night tonight.
I love this wheel. Friday at 7 on Coast TV. The competition heats up.
Ain't no party like a Jeopardy party.
Jeopardy Champions Wildcard.
All bets are off. Anything can happen.
Friday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
It's now 6:55. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. For the Rehoboth Beach government, we're less than 3 months away from fiscal year 2026. Mayor Stan Mills and the city commissioners will be reviewing the budget proposal. The commissioners are projecting a budget surplus of over $153,000. 2 phases of the wastewater treatment plant rehabilitation project are listed in the budget for a combined figure of over $4.5 million and nearly $2.5 million for the new Beach Patrol headquarters.
In Bethany Beach, it could soon cost us more to park our cars during the summer season. The town's finance committee is considering raising parking prices from $3 to $3.50. That would bring in, they say, an additional $649,000 of revenue. The committee says the town needs to even out their summer expenses, and we were told the idea of raising parking still has to go through several finance meetings to eventually get to the town council before any of the fees are changed.
The late R&B singer Aaliyah is being honored with a doll made in her likeness.
Mattel unveiled its latest Barbie music collector doll of Aaliyah on Thursday, which would have been her 46th birthday.
Wow, the toy company worked with her brother to honor her legacy. There it is right there. During her brief career, she earned 5 Grammy nominations.
She died on August 25th, 2001 in a plane crash. And she was 22 years old.
That is a cool looking doll right there. Very cool. She would have loved that. All right, it is 6:56 now. Time for a look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Yep, best day of the week, according to Bob.
I think so. I think we're looking at a lot of sunshine and melting some of that dirty snow. Boy, there's a lot of big, dirty snow piles, and we're looking good for that. Watch for a little bit of snow from last night's event on the road and then melting that as we see full sunshine today. Temperatures into the low 40s, right around 41 degrees. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, milder Saturday, 47. Rain showers, and then Sunday's the yellow alert day for rain, changing to some accumulating snow, maybe an inch or two, and then inauguration MLK days, looking at sunshine, and here comes the Arctic air. 26 Monday, single digits through Thursday morning, barely getting out of the teens Tuesday and Wednesday, but then improving conditions for the end of the week, and then 40s and dry next weekend.
All right, Bob, thank you, and thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back. Coast TV News middays at 11. Stick around.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Friday morning, everybody.